Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Modded Minecraft from the HermitPack server. Is there a freaking doctor in the house today? I am a broken man, my friends. I don't know what is going on with my body right now, but my right arm is absolutely killing me, man. It feels like a giant gorilla has picked me up by my right arm, flung me around his head like a freaking helicopter blade, and chucked me into the side of a building or something. My right arm feels really weird, man. It feels like numb, it's tingling. My fingers feel a little bit strange. Actually, that sounds like the start of a heart attack or something, doesn't it? But I don't think it's that, because this has been going on now for a couple of days. Ever since I woke up a few nights ago at about 4 o'clock in the morning with the worst case of numb limb that I've ever felt in my entire life. You know when you sleep on your hand or you sleep on your arm and you wake up and you cannot feel a thing in your arm or your hand? It feels like it's basically dead, right? There's no nerves or anything because you've cut off the blood supply to it. And after about 2 minutes or so, you get pins and needles and it's really painful. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, that happened to me a couple of nights ago, except it happened to my entire freaking arm. From the tops of my shoulder to the tip of my finger, my entire arm was numb, and I was panicking like a maniac, man. I thought that I might have rolled over in my sleep and twisted my arm out of joint or something, you know, because I couldn't feel the pain. Oh my goodness, it was awful. And it took a very long time for the feeling to come back into my arm also, which was a little bit concerning, if I'm honest with you. It took about 10 minutes for my arm to, come back to life, and the pins and needles, my friends, were excruciating, man. An entire arm full of pins and needles. And it was absolutely horrible. Anyway, it's a very important limb for me. It's my most important limb, I would say, other than my head, I guess. Because it's my right arm. It's the freaking hand that I use to make YouTube videos and play Minecraft. Hopefully, it's okay. Hopefully, it hasn't broken inside there or something. Anyway, that's enough whinging for one episode of Minecraft. What are we doing over here? Well, I'm very pleased to announce, guys, that our brand new bacon power farm is doing amazingly. It is just generating the most insane amount of pork choppage that I've ever seen. And that is all thanks to a bunch of you guys who told me about a couple of things. Firstly, I managed to figure out how to send all of the pork chops to the culinary generators evenly. And all you need to do is come into these conduits over here. And you need to change the system into a round robin. And the way that you do that is by changing the conduit connection from the chest that you're pulling items from. Let's just get down here so I can show you. It is this one over here, right? So this is the one that's pulling things out of the system. And what we need to do is change this to round robin enabled. And what that means is this pipe, this item conduit is now sending items evenly to all of the chests that it can send items to, right? So that's kind of awesome. Thanks for letting me know about that, guys. Also, we have managed to increase the output of our pig spawner over here by inputting something called an octadic activator or something. Let's have a look. An octadic capacitor that has increased the speed of our pig spawner. So we are now generating an insane amount of bacon in this system. We're actually generating too many pigs, unfortunately, creating too much bacon and too much XP for our system to manage. And I want to try and install, for the start of today's episode, some sort of a kill switch in our system where we can actually turn the whole thing on and off from inside of the Cyberlabs. So let's try and do that. What I've done over here, let me just quickly show you guys over here. I have laid a little bit of insulated redstone cable, I think it's called, or insulated redstone conduit. This is a pipe that you can use to send a redstone signal through, right? So we've got this cable running into the spawner all the way down into the Cyberlabs, and we can set up a lever down there where we can actually turn the spawner on and off from inside of the Cyberlabs. So I think that's a pretty good idea to get our system under control. Also, by the way, I may have gone a little bit over the top with regards to storage, power storage. I have installed, well, a ridiculous amount of vibrant capacitors, which is the biggest capacitor that you can actually make in Ender.io. It holds 25 million RF. These are all double vibrant capacitors, and that means we have a full capacity of 400 million RF, which is probably a little bit over the top, I will be the first to admit. But Also pretty freaking awesome, right? That's what I'm talking about, man. That is more power than we could ever freaking handle. Anyway, as you guys can see, a bunch of XP coming out of this system, way too much XP actually, and we need to find a way to deal with this. Let's just put this back in its place if we can. Hold shift and turn the block. There we go. Okay, perfect, nice. And I think there's another one too, right? Yeah, this little piece over here. Let's just get that turned around. There we go. Boom. All right, that's nice and fixed. Now, there's a couple of more things that we want to work on today, guys. One of those things is trying to find a way to collect all of that XP that is coming out of our bacon farm over here. We're going to be making something called an XP Solidifier, which is going to create solidified experience for us. But to do this, we need to make an empowered diamantine crystal block, which is kind of interesting. We need a whole bunch of stuff in our inventory to make it with an empowerer is what we're going to be setting up today. We are also going to be working on increasing our storage capacity for items in the Cyberlabs, because right now our little disk drive back here is completely jammed up and we are running out of space over here. So lots of stuff to do today, guys. It is going to be absolutely freaking awesome, man. I hope you got a tasty beverage. I got a cup of tea. Oh, baby, let's play some Modded. Please work properly today. To ReNDoG. Some upgrades to aid in the pork choppage from Biffa. Oh man, check it out, guys. Christmas has come early. We've got a present in the Cyberlabs. Well, it kind of looks like a Christmas present. A very moldy one at that. But that's amazing. I love getting presents. Let's crank this open, man. What do we have in here? Oh my goodness, look at all of this jazz. Speed upgrade from refined storage. That's pretty awesome. Culinary generator MK3. Oh, that's insane. That's the next level of freaking culinary generator action for our pork chop battery. That's amazing. We also got a bunch of octadic capacitors from Biffa. Jeez, dude. This is amazing. Thanks, man. Wow. This is a really awesome present, guys. Check it out. We're going to be able to upgrade our power generation. Something fierce with these freaking culinary generator MK3s. Biffa, dude, you are too freaking kind, man. Let's take a look at what it costs to actually make these things. Where is the MK3 generator? There it is. Look at that, man. We need freaking 8 MK2 generators and Dragon's Breath to make one of these things. So that is really generous of you, Biffa. Absolutely amazing, man. Now, I want to get these bad boys installed somewhere. Oh, I've got an awesome idea. This stupid carrot producing thing. We don't need this no more. Our freaking bacon is being generated without the aids of carrots right now, so oh, I know what we could do. We could make another one of these arrays over here in this space over here, right? That's perfect. So we'll have MK2s over here and MK3s over here, and then we can eventually upgrade these to MK3s, and that is going to be generating a disgusting amount of power for us. That is amazing. Also, by the way, guys, check it out. I have successfully installed an on-off switch for our spawner. We have this redstone cable that runs all the way into the butt crack of that spawner, and on a flick of this lever, we can turn that bad boy on and off. So we should start seeing some pigs coming down here, which is awesome. I've made a little grill here also so we can see that beautiful redstone cable connection. That's glorious. Okay, let's install our MK3s in this position over here, guys. I think this is going to look absolutely amazing. It's going to take our power to the next freaking level. Okay, that's cute, but it's freaking wrong. We've got a water source over here. All right, let's just kill this if we can. Where is that water source? There we go. All right, get rid of that. And yep, they're the pigs. They're starting to come down, so our kill switch is working amazingly. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's lay down a few blocks, install our MK3s, and while we're doing this, guys, I want to have a quick chat with you about YouTube. I don't know how many of you guys out there have noticed or have seen other YouTubers talking about it, but at the moment, YouTube is a little bit broken. We don't really know what's going on, but there's a whole bunch of things in YouTube that aren't functioning the way that they're supposed to. People are getting unsubscribed from channels for no reason. Videos are not being shown in people's subscription feeds, all this sort of weird jazz. And I don't really know what's going on with YouTube at the moment, but you know, every now and then things do go wrong on this platform, and YouTube works pretty hard to fix it and get everything ready. Dang it, I don't have enough space for anything over here. But yeah, the best thing that we can do as YouTubers, of course, is to try and find ways to ensure that you guys, the viewer, are getting the videos that you want, right? The way that YouTube is currently sort of pushing pushing towards is to give preference to recommended videos on YouTube, right? So it feels like the emphasis is no longer on, the channels that you are subscribed to, but more on the videos that YouTube thinks you want to watch, right? So YouTube is currently sort of throwing a whole bunch of stuff at you that is not necessarily what you've subscribed to. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, There could be many, many reasons why YouTube is doing that, and they might be testing out new systems and new algorithms and stuff like that. But of course, what that means for you, dang it, I don't have enough space in my inventory for all of this jazz. Let me just clear out this inventory. What that means for you as a YouTube viewer is that at the moment you might not necessarily be seeing the content that you have been asking for or subscribing for on the platform. Now, what can you do about that? Well, there's some things that we as, content producers and communities can do together to try and ensure that this sort of doesn't happen too badly and that you guys do get the videos that you want. And one of the things that you guys can do that's really, really easy is to make sure that you hit that freaking like button for all of the YouTube content producers that you like to watch. If you like a video that one of us creates, hit that like button like nobody's business. Takes you a couple of seconds to do. But what that does is it shows YouTube that the video that you are watching is something that you are enjoying and it's the kind of content that you want to watch. So what YouTube will then do is ensure that in your feeds, in your recommended video feeds and stuff, you get the videos that are sort of similar to the videos that you are pressing the like button for, right? So for example, if you hit the like button on this video, theoretically speaking, YouTube should recognize that and say, hang on, this person really enjoys videos from ReNDoG, so let's make sure that that user is getting videos from ReNDoG in the future, right? So yeah, one of the things that you guys can do is hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. It's we obviously really appreciate it as YouTubers to see you guys liking it, but it also helps us out a lot. It helps us to ensure that you guys are getting the videos that you want to see in your YouTube platform. When you log into YouTube, you're getting the videos that you want to see. And it also helps us out, At the moment, it's kind of difficult for us to ensure that you guys are getting the videos that you want to see on the platform. And there's not much that we can do about it other than continue to make videos for you guys as hard as we possibly can, and ensure that we are putting the content out there. It's up to you guys, of course, to ensure that you hit that like button, and more importantly, also, or just as importantly, make sure that you're still subscribed to the channels that you like. Currently, over the last few weeks or so, people have been getting unsubscribed from YouTube. I think even PewDiePie did a whole video about it, and people are sort of losing their subscriptions for some reason. I think PewDiePie was unsubscribed from H3, stuff like that. Crazy stuff happening on YouTube at the moment. So, I'm going to ask you guys a favor today, okay? Make sure, if you can, check that you are currently subscribed to the ReNDoG. If of course you want to be subscribed to me, make sure that you are, and if you're not, smack that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying the video and you enjoy my other videos, make sure you hit that freaking like button also to let YouTube know that you are enjoying the videos that I'm making for you guys and that you want to see more videos from the ReNDoG. And hopefully, over time, YouTube will sort itself out, and we will get back to a place where, things are working the way that they're freaking supposed to be working. I am very pleased and very proud to announce, everybody, that today we have well and truly achieved RF equilibrium. These MK3 culinary generators that Biffa gave us are absolutely insane. Take a look at these bad boys, guys. They generate 2,000 RF per tick. And not only that, they process pork chops so fast that we can't actually fill up all of our generators with pork chops with our current freaking bacon generation system. Unbelievable. With all of these generators running at full capacity, we will be able to generate 12,000 RF per tick, which is, pretty ridiculous if you think about it. Currently, we're hovering around 2 to 2,500 RF per tick, and that's only because we're not able to produce enough pork chops to keep this place fired up. But man, it is looking so awesome. I replaced that carrot farm with another sort of generator array over here. Looks like I missed out a couple of chisels over there, so let's get our blueprint out and get that sorted. Oh man, I'm absolutely loving this part of the cyber laboratory. It is so freaking awesome. All right, there we go. So we've got our Tesla coils now set up in this room, and it is just a thing of beauty, generating an insane amount of RF. Got another problem though that we need to deal with today, guys, and those are these XP balls. They are being generated at an insane amount of quantity, and if I don't come and collect them, they are going to lag the server out, basically, because they got nowhere to go. So today we're going to be working on finding a way to collect that XP. Before we get to that, though, there's something else I want to test out. Biffa gave us a bunch of these speed upgrades, which was very, very kind of him, and I think that speed upgrades are used in some machines that could be helpful for us today, and I think those machines are the solderers, the things that we use to create all of these computer things, these like grids and the disk drives and all of that jazz. So let's go plug in a couple of these speed upgrades into our solderers over here. I want to see how much more quickly we can actually produce stuff. You see, we've got a whole bunch of slots here for upgrades, right? So if we throw in 4 of these speed upgrades into our solderer, let's just pick up some, I don't know, let's pick up some iron, I guess. We could solder down some iron into processors. Let's see how fast that's actually going to work. Oh, wow, that's insane. Look how fast that goes, man. In comparison, here's one without the speed upgrades. Let's throw an iron in there. Check it. That is some slow-ass jazz, man. And look how fast that is. Oh, that is amazing. This is going to make my life so much easier, guys. I cannot even begin to tell you. Just to give you an idea, let me throw these speed upgrades into this one. Just to give you an idea, last night I spent about 3 hours creating stuff for today's episode. I spent 3 hours creating 6 64K storage disks and a whole bunch of disk drives, 12 disk drives. These 64K storage disks, well, just to give you an idea of what it takes to make a 64K storage disk, you need 64K storage parts. To make these things, you need 16K storage parts and a whole bunch of advanced processors. To make the 16, you need the 4s, and to make the 4s, you need the 1s, and at the same time, you need all of these different processor parts. All of these things are created in those solderers, and yeah, if only I'd had those speed upgrades last night, I could have saved myself a butt ton of time. I don't know if you guys feel the same as I do, but for me, this modded series is really starting to kick in something fierce, man. I'm having so much fun on the server, and I'm really, really happy with the progress that we have made over the last 10 episodes or so. We may not be progressing as fast as some of the other hermits on the server, but you know what? I don't really mind. I'm just having an absolute blast. I'm really happy with the progress we made today so far. We've got our power situation well and truly sorted in the Cyberlabs. The next big step for us is to get our storage situation sorted out. A few episodes or so ago, we made this disk drive and we jammed some 4K storage disks into it. But as you can see, we are running out of space right now, man. We've only got 32K worth of space in our storage facility, and we need to take that to the next freaking level. In the next few episodes, we're going to be setting up a quarry, and that is going to be automatically sucking up blocks from the earth and putting them into our storage facility, and we need to make some space for that. And so what I thought we could do is we could turn this really cute little room into basically a hard drive server, right? That's why I've made all of these 64K storage disks and all of these disk drives over here. And this is going to get our laboratory prepared for an insane influx of items that will be very soon incoming into our little cyber laboratory over here. So I thought for the next part of today's episode, we could get all of this wired up. It's going to be pretty freaking awesome, man. Now, the way to get these disk drives working is all we need to do is get them plugged into our storage system. We're going to be doing that with these cables over here from Refined Storage. And if I can remember correctly, we actually have a cable pretty close by over here that runs all the way through to our workshop area. So all we're going to really need to do is pull a cable underneath this one, which just looks freaking awesome. Let's just get some alabaster down there to make it look really great. And then let's get our cables pulled all the way over here underneath. Very nice. Let's just make sure that all of these blocks are looking nice, right? Everywhere we go in the Cyberlabs, we want it to look absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we're going to pull this cable like this, and I think all we'll need to do now is go like this to this block over here on both sides. That looks pretty good, and then we can fill these in with alabaster, and then we can install our disk drives. Oh guys, this is going to look so fan-freaking-tastic, man. Let's just get that chiseled block back in place also. There we go, perfect. Now let's get our disk drives installed. Oh man, this is going to look sweet. Which way do we want to make them face? That way probably? Yeah, I think that's probably the way. The thing is, when you put a disk drive into it, you can actually see it in the slot right? That looks so freaking sweet, man. All right, let's get a whole bunch of our disk drives placed over here. We are, of course, not going to be able to fill up all of these disk drives with storage disks just yet. I'm going to have to spend the next few months, I suppose, making these storage disks because they are expensive, guys. It's pretty insane how expensive they are. But for now, let's just plug in a whole bunch of these 64K storage disks into our new hard drive server room. We'll plug all of those into that side. That looks so freaking awesome, right? Oh man, that is epic. Can we actually take the other disk drives out of this one and move them over there? Yes, we can. Okay, so let's take all of these disk drives out of here and we'll replace them on the other side. I want to turn this room into something else. I have no idea yet what we can use it for, but let's plug in a few of these storage drives into here. Oh man, look how cool it looks with the little lights and stuff, right? That is so epic. We'll get all of these disk drives fired up and we don't have to worry about power anymore because we are generating an insane amount of RF right now. And there we go. Let's have a look. How much storage do we actually have in total? Are these actually connected and functioning correctly? Let's just plug into here. Oh yes, we can. We can actually see our grid, but I can't see exactly how much storage we have in total, unfortunately. Is there some way to see all of the storage in one place? Well, there might be. Anyway, we have at least, well, I don't want to do the maths on camera, but we're approaching 500,000, I would say, worth of storage in our storage system. Mega power generation upgrade has been completed. Mega storage upgrade has been completed. Oh man, what am I doing? How awesome would it be if the Cyberlabs had a narrator? You know, like in Portal. If the computer could talk to us, man, that'd be awesome. It would sound like Stewie Griffin. It'd be sweet. Anyway, we've sorted out our power. We've sorted out our storage. The last thing that we need to sort out today is a way to get rid of all of those XP balls. And we're going to be getting rid of those XP balls by solidifying them and storing them, which I think is an absolutely amazing thing. We can use them later on when we need XP, right? We're going to be using something called an experience solidifier, and this is going to be pretty fun. To make an experience solidifier, we need a whole bunch of weird stuff, including an empowered diamantine crystal. And to make an empowered diamantine crystal, we need something called an empowerer. Now, I've already made these because, well, they are kind of boring to make and a little bit of a tedious process. I'll show you guys the recipe for them anyway, just in case you're wondering. To make an empowerer, you need something called a display stand, iron casings, double batteries, and some Restonia crystals. And it's actually quite easy to make this stuff as long as you have this laser beam thing. This laser beam thing we made a few weeks ago in, I don't know, it was episode 5 or 6 or something. And you need the laser beam to create the display stand because the display stand needs an aesthetic green block and an aesthetic quartz. And to make those things, all you got to do is laser beam a block of quartz. That's going to make the white one eventually. Boom, there's the white one. Pretty cool, right? And then all you need to do is laser a chiseled bits of quartz, and that makes the green one. You can then make for yourself a bunch of display stands, and with one of those display stands, you can make for yourself an empowerer. Now, the idea of the empowerer is kind of cool. It functions a little bit differently to other machines in Modded. I've laid a cable over here, by the way, a power cable to this area that I've pre-prepared, because this is a little bit of a tedious process. But check it out, man. What we are essentially trying to do is empower this diamantine crystal block, right? And the way that we do that is kind of interesting. We stick the block on the empowerer, and now what we're going to be doing, geez, the English is not working. We are going to be empowering this diamantine crystal with a whole bunch of other items. So we're going to be placing these display stands all the way around the empowerer, but what you need to do is place them 2 blocks away from the empowerer like this. I know this because I was having a look at the recipe for the diamantine crystal, which I got from the recipe for the XP Solidifier over here. And if we try to make one of these things, you can see that in an empowerer, you need to surround a diamantine crystal block with clay, some light blue dye, and a block of clay. So I've got all that in my inventory. I have never tried this before. I might derp something fierce over here, but I think this is how it works. And I think what these things have to do is charge up with RF. Are they all charged up right now? Yes. Okay, so they are all holding 800,000 RF, these display stands. And let's have some fun. Let's see if we can actually make this work. I think what we got to do is put these items on the display stands like this, right? So we'll put the the light grey dye over there. Let's put the clay over there and the other one over there. Then the block of clay on this one. And there we go. Look at that. That's so freaking sweet. Okay, so something's happening. Oops. No, that's my bad. I wanted to have a look at the display stand. All right, let's just leave it to run. I don't know how long it takes, but it's kind of sweet. Why is there no sound? Have I turned the sounds down? Isn't it supposed to be going like pew, 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 or something like that? I don't know. How long does this actually take? Can we see what's going on here? If we click on the empowerer. Oh no, oops. Okay, so I think I've probably got to leave it on here for some time, don't I? And eventually it's going to go poof into a empowered diamantine block, I assume. Poof! Man, that was so epic! One final step to get our XP situation under control. We need to put together our XP Solidifier. Oh baby, let's do this thing. What we need is some solidified experience, the empowered diamantine crystal blocks that we made, and we need some advanced coils. These things are pretty easy to make. All you need to do is make a basic coil out of Restonia crystals and black quartz, and then you can make for yourself the advanced one. So that is pretty basic. I've already got an advanced coil over here, so we don't need to make that. What we do need to make though is an experience solidifier, baby. So let's get this in the belly. Bam! One experience solidifier. And let's see. The way that I think that this thing works is I think it will automatically collect the XP. I hope so anyway. I hope that's the way that it works. So you know what? Let's turn off our spawner for now so that we can stop the pigs coming in here, because I think we're going to have to lay some pipes and stuff here, right? Okay, so the pigs are coming in. Wow, that experience is just crazy. Let me do some experimenting. What happens if we put the XP solidifier over here in this block? So let's do this and put it down there. Okay, is this thing sucking up experience? Yes, it is. Oh, that's excellent. All right, what does this mean? I think that, oh, I see what it's doing. It's taking in XP, and I think we wanted to take out XP at 64 when it makes stacks of 64, something like that. Can we stick this in there? Oh, I see. Okay, so it's going to collect the experience into stacks of 64 and then output the experience, I guess? Where is this? Is it actually sending XP somewhere? Let's have a look. Is it connected to anything? It's not connected to the vacuum chest at all. So let's try a little something over here, okay? Let's run a item cable down from the XP solidifier. Where's my item cable? There we go, the item conduit. Let's run this like, I think we're probably going to have to run it like this. And with our Yeta wrench, where is that thing? There it is, the Yeta wrench. Let's disconnect these connections because we just want to get the XP out of this thing, right? Okay, so we're going to run our item cable like this, and we're going to need it to connect at some point to our main item cable of the Cyberlabs, right? So I think that's probably going to be somewhere in this direction. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to break everything up here, aren't I? Yeah, that's going to have to go over here into that item connection over there. This is our main line over here for items, right? So if we run this cable like this, let's get rid of these ones. These are those redstone signal cables. We don't need those bad boys. I guess, is it going to work if we just, is it going to like function smartly, right? If I connect these like this, I wonder. Let's have a look. Is this actually sucking out the XP? I don't think so. Do we need to like, all? What happens if we do all? Oh, that's 994 solidified experience in here. Okay, so we somehow need to trigger this thing to collect experience. Can we configure it somehow? I wonder. Okay, oh, hang on. I know what we need to do. Oh, I am such an idiot. We need to actually configure the pipe connection over here. Check this out, right? So let's just, oh man, I'm breaking up my laboratory. Something fierce over here. It's terrible. What we need to do is get over to that pipe connection over there. So let's just bust through here like this. Okay, yep, the derpage is real. Let's get down here, and we need to change this to always active. Okay, so let's have a look. Yes, that's sucking it out. Fantastic. Now, we need to check that that experience is going straight into our storage facility, right? So let's head over to our control grid, and what we should see is if we look for solidified XP, we should see it going up. Oh, it is? Amazing. Okay, so we've done it, guys. We have found a way to take care of our entire power generation system over here. Not only are we generating a sick amount of power, but we are also now collecting that XP and storing it for future use in our storage system. That is freaking awesome! Cyberdogs, unfortunately, I need to report to you that my arm is still feeling kind of funky right now, man. It's still tingling for some reason. Been playing for 4 hours and yeah, that weird pain hasn't gone away yet. Hope everything's okay. I'm hoping that my arm is just tingling because of what we've achieved today. How amazingly clean is this system now? Look at this. Absolutely amazing. Pork chops just disappearing, XP getting sucked out of the system, power being generated, massive amounts of storage is now in place. Oh man, it has just been such an epic episode and I've had so much fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too, man. Look at this little freaking disc room. It is just the coolest. Absolutely love it. Anyway, that's about it from me today, my friends. I think I probably need to go get some fresh air for my arm and maybe do a bit of exercise or something, get the blood flowing. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. And remember, if you enjoyed the video, do hit that like button, okay? It helps us out a lot. And that goes the same for any content producers that you are watching on YouTube. If you enjoy their content, show them the love with the like button and the subscribe button, and that'll let YouTube know that you are enjoying that content and want to see more of it. Anyway, guys, that's about it. And yeah, can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. We're going to start working on a quarry and start getting some serious blockage into our storage system. It's going to be amazing. ReNDoG signing out, and we will smell you all in the next episode.